This program is brought to you by Stanford University.
Brought it up in conversation originally a year or two ago, saying, "Hey, it's 20 years, we should do something." And then ever since I've said that, I've sort of had second thoughts, maybe think it was a bad idea. But basically, it's an excuse to celebrate music, celebrate that we survived, play with old colleagues, Barry and Marina. But you know, I think it's in a way, it's a way to say thank you as well, because so much of what we've been able to do has, luck is important, but incredible help along the way from the very beginning on so many levels from so many people. So to go back to Canada, for instance, to say thank you to a lot of people there, you know, just to celebrate and say thank you to the Emerson Quartet when they're in town for helping us out in the early days. And so that's sort of the genesis of it, but it's really it's a really good excuse to do some cool stuff as well, like commission 5 new pieces, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, you mentioned the John Adams, and that's a very big one. We're really happy to have in hand score and parts of the piece. We've done some rehearsing of the piece already. We have worked with John on 2 occasions already, and we plan to work with him some more so that he can listen to us and give us some suggestions as to what he's really looking for in the piece. He seems very excited about the work. I know he's very excited about it, and wonderful to work with.
It's so inspiring. I mean, John is one of my musical heroes, but he's also a super cool guy, and he's really into it. He's not detached from the process at all, and he's written a piece which is gigantic in scale, no peripheral sounds, which I personally am a big fan of. You know, just pure quartet. It's probably close to 30 minutes, even though we haven't sat down and played the whole thing yet. But it's going to be. I think it's great. I mean, I think it's going to be really a seminal work in his life, and it's not like Shaker Loop's Adams, you know, that period. It's much more varied, expressive, Debussy, Beethoven, but it's always Adams. It's been really inspiring. We only worked with him a couple times, but it's been really intense, and he's constantly like a little kid in the candy shop. Oh, let's try that. That would sound great with this and this, and we change little things. And so to watch him grooving already on his own music and making little adjustments, and I think it's going to be really exciting.
Unlike Glenn Gould, who believed that the live concert was dead, we think that the live concerts are the way to go 100% of the time. I mean, not to say that recordings aren't wonderful things to have. We're highly supportive of recordings, and we make them ourselves. But there's nothing like the experience of the live concert. The atmosphere, the fact that there are bodies in the hall, people creating energy, feeling the energy of the performance. It's a two-way street, so to speak. And I think there's nothing like that spontaneous feeling that comes from the live performance that it can't be replicated, in other words, in a recording situation, certainly. And I think the feeling that from the audience point of view, that as a listener, you're really interacting with the performers, and you're maybe even in some way influencing what's happening on stage, is a unique experience with each performance. And I think that as far as I'm concerned, that basically means that live performances will always be essential and a necessary part of the whole world of music and art in general.